Hey 374, I hope everyone's being safe and everyone's having a good break from cadets that I know that none of us are too thrilled about, but we are going to talk about shining our boots tonight. So, what you're going to need, or what you should have, is your polish, obviously, an old toothbrush, a shining cloth, and your boots. So, when I shine my boots, I like to unlace them, and we'll go over how to lace them in the end of the video once I'm done showing you the basics on polishing. So you're just unlacing them. You can take the lace fully out of your boot. So you have your lace, and make sure you don't lose this. I usually shove my lace into my other boot. Then you can open it up, and because the crevices in here will get lots of dirt in them, and that's not fun to deal with, and it can ruin the tongue of your boot. So what I do, so I get my cloth, and you can tell that I don't really use the inside. So you get an area, you put your 1 or 2 fingers inside, fold it over. You want to make sure that there are no wrinkles, pull it tight, and then twist so that there are no wrinkles. And then what I do is I just wrap it around my hand, and then I pull it through so that it's kind of in a little knot, so that when I'm polishing, nothing changes. So what I want to do is you want to get in there and wipe the dirt that has accumulated since the last time, or the dust, because it happens super quickly. So get in there. Another thing you're going to need is some water. So when you open up your polish, you're going to want to put some water in the lid of your polish. So you just put some water in there. So one super important thing about your boots is that they have these areas right in here called the welts, and you need to blacken your welts. So that's why we have the toothbrush, and I prefer to do my welts before I do any actual shining on my boots. So for your welts, all you're going to do is you're going to take your toothbrush, you're just going to dip it into your polish. Don't get any chunks or anything on it, just so that it's got a little bit of polish on it. Let's see. So you see right in there where it's dirty? So you're just gonna put the toothbrush in it, and all that's gonna do is blacken your welts, which makes your boots look super good. Just like that. See? Compared to this side, which they kind of look dirty and dusty. So you're going to do all the way around your boot. Even in the sides. The sides are super important too because people can see those. They aren't totally invisible. So there's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our cloth on our finger again, the same way I showed you. And then you're going to take it, you're going to put, my polish is so broken, I'm sorry, and you're just going to get some polish, a good amount, a pretty good amount, about that much. You're going to dip it in the water, so it's not soaked, but so that there's a little bit of water on there. And then you're just going to do a layer over your whole boot. Not just the toe, the whole boot. All on the sides, on the tongue. So this is just going to make your boot look really matte, and that's okay. And if you need to, reapply some polish to your finger. Make sure you're getting it over your whole boot. And that's just what I'm doing right now. Your heel. And these don't have to be small circles because you're just putting polish on. Right now you're just putting a layer, so it's not actually doing any shining right now. And we've just got one more side left to do. There we go. So now the whole boot is covered in a matte layer of polish, and it's still kind of shiny. You can see that because of the polish that I've already applied. So after that, so you've got this area where my finger was, and it's super black. So what I like to do is fan it out, find a new area that's cleaner, retie it around, and then once we've done that, we want to get more water on our cloth, not so it's soaked. We don't want it to be soaked. We're going to take a little bit of polish, just that much, way less than we did before. We're going to take our boot, excuse my pajamas, and we're going to do very small circles. Small circles. The smaller the circle, the better, because the smaller the circle, the more you're buffing it in, making it look super good and shiny, and that's how you get the glossy effect on your boots. So you're just going to do that over your whole boot. And you should spend probably about half an hour to an hour on your boots, and you can see already that they've got strokes in there, but not over here. Over here is where we were, and over here is where we haven't done it, and there are strokes where my finger is, so we don't want those. That's why we do the smaller circles. You're just going to do that over your whole boot, and then you'll be good. So if you have any questions or anything, you can always message me on Facebook. And then, yeah. So I hope everyone's safe and having a good time.